and a lot of things have happened. So let's see what has happened over the past 10 days or something. So first I'm going to look at the daily candles and see how they compare with the 1 hour and the 4 hour, but I want to show you guys something pretty cool. So first let me just hide this. So if we take the Fibonacci levels and we bring it down from the top to the bottom, we take the bottom as 0 and take the top as 1, and we draw it out, we can clearly see that right now Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin is fighting some resistance over here, just as it did at the 3.82 level. It found some resistance there, fell back, and then fell back to the 0.236 level, which are clearly good Fibonacci zones. And right now, if Bitcoin can't pass this level right here, then this might be a dead cat bounce. If there's dead cat bounce, we see like we go to the highs, we go down to the lows, and it looks like the price might come back again. But if it bounces off the 0.5 and then falls back down, we may see a dead cat bounce, and the price might go down further. Another thing is, if it finds a support here, it passes here, finds support here, and then passes the 1.618 level, well, you might say we're in another strong bull trend. Otherwise, this could be a strong bull trap, but we'll see how time shows everything. Another thing I wanted to show you guys is the moving averages. This is the ribbon for the moving averages. Right now, if I bring it closer, so these are the 20, the 50, the 100, and the 200 moving averages for Bitcoin. And right now, the 200 is on top because we had a huge movement down. Generally, the longer the time, so the 200-day moving average, the slower and the less volatile it is, has a smoother line because it's the averages of the 200 days. While the other ones, like the 20, the 50, the 100, are more volatile because they change depending on the short-term price action too, especially like the 20-day one. So we had the 20-day one passing the 50-day simple moving average, and now even passing the 100-day moving average, but still it still hasn't passed the 200-day moving average. Historically, through technical analysis, when we see the prices pass the 200-day moving average, we see a movement to the top again. But although we passed it, we also found a bit of support on it. We still haven't found the perfect support on it. Like we can see with this candle, it broke down. Right now, the price today, it's a green day, but we still haven't hit this top. We haven't passed this top right here. And if it pulls back, we need to see a good pullback and stop approximately at the line, not fall down after. And one more thing, we have the Keltner channel, which has been a great indicator throughout Bitcoin's past. So I think I explained this in my videos before. If the price passes the top Keltner channel, then finds support in the middle or the lower one, and then goes up again, and it finds support on the top Keltner channel, we might see another bull run. So we've had support 1, 2, 3, 4 times, even 5 times. So on the top Keltner channel, which was the same thing. If I can show it right here, this thing moves. And there you go. During the beginning of this bull run, we can see that the top Keltner channel was acting as support. Once it fell down, the bottom Keltner channel acted as support. And once we went up again, the same thing. The top Keltner channel acts as support, falls down to the bottom one. Top Keltner acts as support, falls down to the bottom one. So could this be a new movement for Bitcoin? Let's see. And now going on to this one right here. So this is also the daily. I did some ranges here just to see how things are. And right now we can see that this was a big falling wedge, which is indicated the price would go up. Obviously the prices went outside this wedge, even it is right now, but we could take it as a big falling wedge. And it's on this point right now where it's resisting this top purple box. There's one more thing that I wanted to mention, that there is a bearish divergence. The relative strength index is slowing down, getting relative strength index is getting lower and lower, the price is going higher and higher, which is generally an indicator that the price might fall in the short term. But let's see how things play out. So if we look at the 4-hour, so these were the lines that were drawn like 10 days ago nearly, except for the recent ones. Right now we were actually in a huge rising wedge, which is an indicator that the price would fall, which it did, but the target for that would have been the bottom of the wedge, so all the way at 37,000. But there was extremely good support around the 44K region because it was acting as support and resistance at one point in time. And it looks like some institutions might start buying it, and actually they are, just like they were at around 30K region. But also in the 4-hour, there is a bearish divergence. So let's see if traders look at that and see that as a weak price, a weakness in price. The price is getting higher, but the relative strength index is losing its power. So we'll see how that plays out too. If this RSI level touches this trend line right here and that falls back down, maybe another one happens like that, then we can say that the bearish divergence might play out. And finally, this is the 1-hour chart. It's the same thing. It was like a 4-hour chart, but I made it into 1 hour just to show you how these support regions have taken place. This was acting as resistance, then acted as support, fell below, acted as resistance, found support, broke out of it, and now it's finding support here. We actually had a double top here, which is an indicator that the price would go down. It actually did, but the technical analysis of it would be that it would be the length of this, which roughly ended up in about 43K, but there was strong support at 44K. So the technical analysis but the approximate line that it should have went down through technical analysis theory did not work out here. And let's see what happens here. We may see a third double top. If that could be a very bearish sign. But if it finds support in this region right here, this top line, passes it, and finds support on it, then we might see a huge movement upwards. Alright, thanks for watching.